dear students to my channel. So our today's discussion topic is difference between federation and a confederation. So let's start the video and subscribe my channel for more informative videos which will help you in your UGC NET examination as well as in your university semester examinations too. So let's start the video. So first of all, what is a federation, dear students? So federation is simply a political system where several states or regions unite under the central government. समझ में आया कुछ? That means under a central government, some states will unite and they will vest all the power upon the central government, but they have power but limited in nature. They are not sovereign. The central government is sovereign one. Okay, let's understand about a confederation. What is a confederation? Confederation is also a union, but it's a union of your independent states. When independent states come together for some common purpose like your defense, like your trade or any other purpose, then at that point of time, confederation coming to the limelight. समझ में आया? This is the difference between your federation, or this is the definition of federation and confederation. So let's talk about the difference points of the federation and confederation. So what are the difference point and in which point the a federation and confederation can be distinguished? So let's talk about it. So first of all, we have to know that we have defined the term federation and confederation. So in some bullets point, we will discuss about the difference between both. So the first point is structure of power. So basically in a federation, the power is divided between the central government and the state government. But in a confederation, power rests mainly with the individual states and the central authority is weak. In upcoming slide, we will understand it more clearly. What is central authority denotes here. So, let's come to the second point of comparison. The second point of comparison is sovereignty. You all know what sovereignty is. So, in a federation, the states have no sovereignty. They have shared sovereignty. The central government is sovereign one. Like in India, central government is sovereign, India is sovereign, not Odisha, our state is sovereign. But in a confederation, the independent states are united. Therefore, the independent states are sovereign in nature. This is the main distinguished point. Okay, we have discussed about the sovereignty. Let's talk about the authority of central government. Here it's written central government. This is the main point here. Central government? Now you are inquisitiveness in your mind. Central government, yes. In a federation, we have talked about central government. But in a confederation, is there any central government? Yes. It is not a central government, but it's a central authority. In a federation, the central government has real and binding authority over the states. But in a confederation, the central government, the term will change, not central government, the central body or the main body or the federal unit. The federal unit, the highest body, the coordinating organization that will be called. In a federation, the central government, the central body have real power, but in confederation, the central government don't have any real power. Last and utmost important point to discuss is that by examples. So basically, you all know that India is a federal country. Yes, Casey Ware have said that India is a quasi-federal state, but still India is a federal one. Quasi-federal but federal. So United States, India, Australia are examples of federation, and likewise example of confederation is your European Union.